Juan-o's world.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my...
What up, though, y'all? How y'all doing? This conversation tonight is going to be about the vultures in our culture. Now, the first time I heard this term, I got to credit Dame Dash. I didn't even know what a culture vulture was. But now I've come to the understanding of exactly what it is. But more importantly than me understanding what a culture vulture is me noticing how some of these culture vultures are able to get what they get from us, how some of them are able to feed off of us. And it appears to be something that just may be our fault, because it would be nothing for the vulture to eat if we didn't kill each other and leave each other by the side of the road. But I digress there. Let's get into the story. Now, the vulture we're going to use for today's story is Vlad TV. Now, we're not picking on Vlad, but he's the most famous vulture. Now, first starting, let's look at the people that interviewed with Vlad for free. My son. Now, my son interviewed on this channel for free and was known as Vlad's muscle. Whenever Vlad had a problem with something, my son was on it. And not to mention, he was fresh out of prison. Fat Joe's another one. Now, I couldn't get a Fat Joe interview to save my life, but he interviewed with Vlad for free. Same as Charlemagne. Now, Charlemagne hasn't had time to go on Academics channel, but he's had a whole lot of time to go on Vlad for free and to get paid. But no time for none of the black content creators unless you sign to the Black Effect Network, which I don't even understand the idea of doing that, because they only do business with black people that's already generating the income. So what sense does that make? Now, I'm not judging these people for their choices. Nah, I'm lying. I am judging them, because none of these people would interview with black interviewers who had more subscribers or a bigger range than Vlad, but they made time for him. Doggy Diamonds had DVDs going from New York all the way to California, but you don't see these same people sitting down with him. The same thing with several other people, Sub-Zero, M-Rec, so many people that didn't get these same people to interview with them, and they're better interviewers. But they sat down with Vlad for free. But let's continue on. Now, Godfrey, somebody I never seen interview with anybody. Somebody also probably wouldn't do an interview with me, but you can't forget the king of Vlad TV, Lord Jamar. If it wasn't for him, for sure wouldn't be no Vlad TV. Now, he went up there for years for free and made that one of the hottest channels with his comments, his knowledge, his opinions on certain things. And believe it or not, he was never paid. Now, I have a slight relationship with Lord Jamar. You think he ever been on my channel? No. And that's the problem with this whole culture vulture situation. We can call them wrong all day, but if we quit messing over each other just to get with them or sit at their table, then it would be nothing for them to vulture on. It would be so many of us standing tall and in these positions that it wouldn't be funny. But instead of us pitching in to help with each other or to work with each other on the come up, we go work with one of them that ain't made shit for themselves, that can't even afford to pay you. And then we accept non-payment. We accept non-acknowledgement. We accept not being appreciated for what we bring to the table, just to look at another black person and try to charge them everything we wouldn't charge the white dude, which is our problem, our fault within this culture vulture situation.